Sagittarius, we are here to do your love and general read for June. Those of you who are new are very warm welcome. I'm a psychic medium. I have been for over 25 years, pretty much since I was born, and I've been developing the gift. If you are wanting a booking, you can go to link below, as well as I do other videos on the website, both live, where you can ask questions free of charge psychically, as well as if you are inclined to donate because you feel this is really relevant to you to keep the channel alive. I do appreciate all your donations. Thank you. Now, I've pulled the energy ahead of time, and as I said, I will pull clarifiers from the Abraham Hicks deck, as I have been with the other videos. Now, your crowning energy at the moment is you're trying to transform your life. You're trying to turn things around. There may be a lot of energies needing on you at the moment, but you're trying to move. Your whole life has changed, okay? And really, especially with the transits, a lot of us are transforming our lives for 2020. So if you're dealing with adversity and challenges, you know, have faith, because this is a transformation for next year. So it's almost like we're putting the steps into place. It is a very much balanced year next year, providing you're working together as a team, but all the foundational related issues are going on right now. Now, your Abraham Hicks card is, I can attract relationships that agree with my desires. So you might be getting out of some current contracts, current things that you feel no longer resonate with you. This could be employment. It could be dealing with particular tribe members and bringing new people in. And it could be changing your frequency to a degree. Past tense energy, again, mass transformations, share fatigue, very normal when you're going through a mass transformation. Pardon me. You've come up with the Four of Swords. Now, this is potentially by April, because whenever I see the poppy and the crow, it always relates to Anzac Day, which is what we acknowledge around April, you know, for those that went to war, which really with all the swords, it's like you've been at war, you've been fighting hard, you're walking away from that energy, okay? So that is in the past, although you may feel direct clarity as to what you need to walk away from. You also know that you're not buying into any contracts that don't relate to you. You know where people are manipulating you, you know where things are imbalanced, and you're choosing to relate to it in a different way. And again, it can be people you're not talking to. There is changes moving forward, so you do have the strength to be able to do this, so have faith in yourself. Now, I've covered your work, your finances, your family, and then your love domain. Now, potentially next month, I will tune into what's the unseen. And again, we do have reads during the month for check-ins for the love reads, so stay tuned. Now, in your work domain, again, you're being super responsible, but it could be conflict at work. It might be you're more sensitive to the vibration of what is going on. If you can take a light approach, it is going to balance out. What is blocking you is communication. So it might be that you're dealing with a person that is lower frequency and doesn't see eye to eye with you. But potentially, if you can communicate effectively, this is going to help you. Those of you who are waiting on contracts, there's a delay, but it is coming through. So trust in the process. With the unwanted energy, with you being playful and trying to be lighthearted about it, but you know, a lot of times we smile when there's particular things we're not really wanting to smile about. I can get from an unwanted to a wanted relationship. You can't change others, but if it doesn't relate to you, move your vibration. It doesn't mean automatically you can transition from one place to another, but by acknowledging it and taking steps to transition, we then make that current situation temporary. What is working for you is acknowledging the areas that aren't happy, okay, and dealing with those adversities. They could also correlate with past tense situations, and you're sort of looking at the two juxtapositions of what was great, what wasn't great, with past tense situations, with the current dynamic of how it stands, and what to do from here. And you do have the ability to manifest something with your head and your third eye. So you're having the downloads. And if this has been going on for a long time, I do feel you're in the precipice of major change. Okay, every thought is attracting its vibrational essence. So be careful about your thoughts. But if you are having downloads and you take direct action, you'll be in alignment. If you can change things on your side of the fence, do so. If you can't, disconnect and start taking the steps to move out of the dynamic so you can have a more balanced vibrational energy. If you're working with a person, you'll know who's with you and who's against you, flat off the bat. Finances, again, you are the alchemizer this month. Again, I will be doing a check-in mid-month for the energy for love in general, but there will be 2 reads for love, soulmate, twin flame. So you do have the power in your hands when it does come to your finances this month, and it can be that you take a different approach, that you have some epiphanies of how to actually bring this through. What is helping you is potentially focusing on the things that you love and using that as a tool to push you through the energy. It can also be, you know, having that break where you're doing things at a vibrational happy level that does alchemize your belief in yourself. So you need to do something at a simple level to, how do I put it, have some time out. All work, no play makes for a dull day. If you can, you know, treat yourself in a sense, it may be an energy where you have a bit more to be able to treat yourself, even if it's something so trivial and small, like an iced coffee. It's still a treat. But do something special for yourself, but also be careful. There may be household expenses that are coming through that is causing a delay, but it is temporary, okay? So don't, if you just tune into, oh gosh, these bills are always going to come. Yes, they will. We have rainy days, we have bright days, but you have a home, you know, so there is an energy for many of you where a home-related dynamic is coming up that is blocking you. Some of you are wanting to move and looking for a home, and that's blocking you. But just know, keep moving forward. It is coming. It's a temporary energy. Some of you are saving for a home, but you're wondering how you're going to do that with the current dynamic. I do feel change. What do I want? Why do I want the relationships I want? You know, you're looking at the value, okay? This is in reverse when it comes to what is helping you. Really having a critical eye as to what you need and what you want. Being cautious with your money. Being rational with your money. With your home. What's blocking you? A grounding foundation, stable when it comes to finances. It could be you're not spending as much time at home. Yet, you know, some of you may be moving home, and that's what's blocking you at the moment, that delay for you to actually start anchoring in that energy. I can focus on what I do want in a relationship. Now, it may be you're not having as much time with your loved one because it's in reverse. So this could be hindering you, but make the time quality when you do have it. Again, I am seeing this as a temporary energy. But if you're living further away, potentially from an area that you spend a great deal of time in, potentially work, it might be you're looking at it now and going, is this a workable situation? Do I need to transfer, or do I need to transfer my job? Could be transferring your job or transferring home, or finding a way that you can make all of it work together. The thoughts, I think, determine the relationships I attract. It's like you don't quite know what to do, okay? So try and tune out of what's out of your control and tune into what you directly can control right now. Family. It can be that they're coming down on you hard due to your schedule. There might be a lot of requirements on you. Again, we do have a Gemini moon, and then we're moving through to a full moon in Sagittarius. Although it does transition through the zodiac signs, and I don't know why I was picking. The Cancer energy will come up with the family-related dynamics, and the date around that time is around the 5th and the 6th. So there can be heavy family-related dynamics coming up on the 5th and the 6th. You may feel that your family's been critical towards you. You know, you're doing the very best you can. This situation might be imbalanced and it's causing frustration, but whatever comes up is there to be addressed. So, you know, even if we're triggered, it's not the end. It's okay. We have the problem. Now let's look at temporarily. We can deal with it. We have to. After the fact, what do we need to do to bring the balance in? So be careful with your throat chakra, because there could be cross wires going on at this time. Now, what's blocking you potentially can be finances to change these dynamics, or a work-related domain. I have complete control over my own thoughts. So if you're feeling lack, and yes, it could be a reality, you need to think, look at the lack, and then look at what you can do to create more. or do something in a different fashion. It can be shifting something around or believing in yourself, balancing the lower chakras to alchemize a new situation for you, especially when you're saying, I really don't have a solution for this. That's the purge. Detaching from the ego, then going, source, give me a hand here because this is out of my control. Bang, things happen because you've detached. What is helping you is potentially a romantic interest or a new job, a new position, a romantic partner supporting you through some family adversity, backing you and having a belief in you. My attention to unwanted can't define the laws of attraction, so you're almost wondering whether you're entitled to do particular things that you want to do. And you're trying to make everyone happy, but you can't make everyone happy. But you must choose what makes you happy. If we don't fill our cup, nobody else around us can be happy. But we also can't be selfish to a point where it's all one-sided. And that's in the family domain. So it's like you're getting pushed and pulled and you're going, hang on a minute. Especially with Chiron being in the first house of Aries. All of us collectively through the whole year are going to be saying, what about me? It isn't fair. It's true, because we can't know what we want if we don't look at ourselves. And we can't give something if we don't have it from ourselves to give. So you're doing the best you can. Love. Okay. Let's tune into the love domain. Past tense, you were really trying to get things on the ground. This could have been some manipulation in the relationship, the connection. It could have been external influences. It could also be together, okay, where there was bickering, past tense frequency. Currently, there's stress on the domain of relationships due to a transformation you're physically undergoing. You did have some desires that you were trying to get off the ground, potentially with this person. But because there was a lot of push and pull and needs on you, it was very difficult. So you did need to go into hermit mode in your mind's eye or at the 3D. Currently, the stress and the delay, flawed premises can attract true unwanted evidence. It's like, don't tune into anything you're not wanting to, okay? Because really you're going to cause conflict, but you're seeing the truth of the situations. You're looking forward and you're appreciating, although you're looking back and you're going, okay, let's just pause. We know what didn't work. We know why it didn't work. On my side of the fence, your side of the fence, externally, internally. Having a aha epiphany moment big time and going, okay, I'm seeing things from everyone's perspective, but unless I was vibrationally there, I couldn't change it. I'm here and I'm seeing things, and now let's deal with what we need to deal with. Moving forward, overcoming temptation, moving away from toxic energies, moving away from scenarios that don't work for this connection. Others' opinions are less important than my personal guidance system, really stepping into your own energy within your relationship, so that Aries in the first house, you can deal with the wounds and you can go, okay, I can be on your team, but I need to be on my team. There's no I in team, but I must look at what my abilities are, what my needs are, and I will take everything into consideration so I can proceed forward with this connection. But it's moving forward nevertheless. It's moving away from toxic people, energies, locations and things and bringing the balance back. But, you know, I would really say this whole year Sagittarius is going through a mass awakening, a mass transformation, really stepping their A game up. Okay, the internal influences for you is you're getting centered, you're getting grounded, you're fiercely independent, you're taking the bull by the horns. External to you, how it's affecting you, is you might be super critical at yourself that maybe you should have seen things and been more mature with certain situations, but when trigger points come through, we do the best we can. So it's more a hindsight kind of vibration coming through, but you are stepping into your own power and wanting this to move forward. Yeah, you're really purging old beliefs. You're letting it go. This is in reverse. A belief is only a thought I keep thinking. It's like, no more. No more, and then it's like, I need to move forward. I can't do anything about the past, but I can proceed forward. What do we do from here? The Counterparts energy is really following their intuition. They can see this change happening. They can be lower or higher frequency depending on how the triggers are coming through for them at the moment. You'd have to cross-watch into their energy. But what they've got is the High Priestess, so highly intuitive. Really wondering what to do from here, because they're thinking, well, are we going to proceed forward or are we going to go back? Now, external influences are there's a massive change. There's an aha epiphany moment as to what's not working and what's not in vibrational alignment. Now, I pulled 2 chakra cards for counterparts energy. It's coming out of left field. It's going to have them speechless. This could be an announcement of a child. It could be a physical tower moment. But they're getting the download. They're seeing something very differently. What they do from here, let's tune into it. What potentially is the outcome for counterpart? They're looking at it about what they're passionate about. This could make them quite emotional, but they're going to take direct action on the scenario. They'll have the tools to deal with whatever's coming, and there is a lot of inner childhood wounds coming up. So heart chakra activation, tuning into what they love and how they love you. Also tuning into the external energies going on with the work domain, finances, potentially if they're in direct communication with you. But at the same time, there's a download and a change, but I think psychically they know. When it comes to this tower moment, it's causing emotional disturbance. Now, this could be because you're not having as much time together, or you're needing to move, or the finances are changing, but there's a lot going on. So quality time is needed to balance the situation. I do feel they're going to be able to get grounded, providing you keep the communication open, but a lot of childhood wounds are going to come up with your counterpart due to a detached theory like this, because you do have a lot on your plate this month. For you, yeah, not being able to see things from their perspective, potentially not seeing them as much or haven't seen them yet. Being very angry at yourself that you're wanting to do more, but wanting to move forward with this love, okay? It could be a very unforgiving energy of all the things that you're directly dealing with. So there could be some downloads that you're having, but as well as you're going to have to be very careful to keep grounded. Yeah. Moving away from being tempted of keeping everything the same and knowing that a situation needs to change because it's hindering the creativity of the connection. Love and light. I'll see you during the month.